lads, give your heart and soul. Run lads, shoot lads, give us all a go. Run lads, shoot lads, you can do it yet. Come on Newport County, oh, bang it in the net.
Hello everybody, welcome to Taff's Word. The title of this episode is going to be Perspective, and I've probably released a number of videos with that title because unfortunately we have one of the most fickle fan bases in the whole of the Football League. So I know fans like to vent frustration. Football brings that out of people, but it's a beautiful game that brings good things out of people, but it could also bring the worst out of people as well. And unfortunately, the run of form that we've hit at the moment is bringing some of the worst out of some of our supporters, and I don't like to see it. I'm not a fan of, I think I've mentioned countless times, I'm not a fan of running them down, just making the problem for them even worse. When they need some backing from us fans, our fans turn on them, which is a real shame because beginning of the season, everyone was predicting we're going to be in a relegation scrap. Some people saying, I think we're going to go down. And we find ourselves, I think it's 5 points clear of relegation at this present moment. 5 points clear of relegation. But we're one of the highest goal scorers in the division, or in the Football League, in fact. So we're leaking goals, and that's our problem. But leaking goals is something you can fix. When you can't score goals, that's something that's a lot harder to fix. So I think people need to gain, like I said, like the title, some perspective. Now, a lot of people rate our manager. There's a couple of people that don't. There's a couple of people that find it trendy to run individual players down over the message boards and Facebook groups and things like that. I don't think that's the way to go about it. That's never the way to go about it. How are you going to get better from them players by making their situation worse for them? Because I can guarantee you those players know when they're not playing well. But the fact is, our players are playing well. I've been to a lot of games lately. Swindon away, Salford away are two very good examples of where we played well and lost. Probably been the better team. But even though we're scoring goals, Swindon, end product was the problem. Defensively, we weren't that bad. We can see, I think they were very fortunate for their second, and there was a goalkeeper error for the first. So the defence didn't do an awful lot to shame themselves in that game. Walsall, the defending lacked, but the goal scoring was there. I put it down to a confidence thing. It's a confidence thing. Now, you fill those players with confidence. As fans, we say, right, okay, we ain't having the best of times of it, but as supporters, we're behind you 100%. We're going to support you 100%. Now, if I'm a player, that there fills me with a bit more confidence. Atmosphere in the games, home games, atmosphere, it is lacking. I'm not a part of it anymore. I've took the decision because, the age group of the lads and all that around the drum is a bit too low for someone of my age. I'm 39. A lot of them kids are like the age of between the ages of 14 and 20. It's too young a demographic for me to be hanging around without people getting ideas, and the last thing I need is that kind of negative attention in my life. So I've moved away from them, but they have got my support. Now, I want them boys to really up their game, not to repeat the same chants over and over, but, spread the chants out and keep the noise going, and keep it going when things are bad, and none of the self-deprecating chanting as well. You're nothing special, we lose every week. Yeah, it's funny, but it doesn't do our players an awful lot of good when we're singing that about them, especially when they're capable of the performances that they have been putting in. They've been putting in some fantastic footballing performances. I mean, we got the top scorer in the league playing for us, Will Evans, and we got Omar Bogle, who's a goal scorer with him. Now, people are saying, oh yeah, since Omar Bogle came into the team, things have gone backwards. But we've had good results with Omar Bogle in the team. We've done well with him, and he is a workhorse. He does work harder than people give him credit for. I mean, I don't know what people expect from him. Oh, he should win more balls in the air. I'm sorry, but when you've got big, hairy-ass defenders manhandling you every game and you're getting absolutely no protection from the referees at all, and we know this is going on, how the hell you can point the finger at him for not winning balls in the air when he's being grappled and prevented from jumping a lot of the time, and when he does jump, he's getting pushed mid-air so he can't connect it with his head. I mean, yeah, okay, so aerially he's not the absolute strongest, but he's big enough to make a difference, you know? He is. But he causes defences so many problems, and when he does get the ball to his chest or feet, he can control it in turn and distribute the ball. You know, as a target man, his distribution play from the top, when he's holding it up, it can be absolutely superb sometimes. So bear with him and don't get on his freaking back again like everyone was last year. Last year, everybody got on his back. We started singing a song for him, and all of a sudden he started scoring again. It just goes to show the difference we can make as supporters. Instead of running them down every week, I mean, we are exactly where our supporters predicted would be, but we're turning heads at the same time with some great performances. You know, I don't know where some people seem to think that we're crap. We're not crap. We're in a bad bit of form and in a bit of a lull, and every game that we've played lately, except maybe Bradford, we've been in the game. Swindon, we were very much in the game. If we had a bit better end product, we would have possibly turned that game around. Salford, if it wasn't for the refereeing mistake with ruling out the equaliser at 2-2, with what would have been 2-2, I still believe we would have gone on to win that game. The points we've lost due to referees, I think the Barrow game, was it the Barrow game or I believe it was the Barrow game when Delaney got sent off. If it wasn't, you know, I think it might have been the Sutton or whichever game it was. Poor refereeing cost us a couple of points in that game, I believe. You know, we've lost points for poor refereeing, and we know this is a common problem, but you've got to give some perspective to the situation. You know, you can't just go to the same thing. Right, I'm going to really slag our players off now because we didn't win a game of football. We are winning about as many games of football as our fans predicted we'd win. And now, because we're not winning more, we're running them down. We're running the manager down. You know, there's talk of Hugh Jenkins bringing in Gary Monk and getting rid of Graham Coughlin. Well, why are people even speculating on that? You know, we got a very good manager in Graham Coughlin. If he didn't have the injuries that he's been currently getting, I honestly don't think we'd be in as bad a position as we are. We made a good start, and then all of a sudden we rose that bar. Stop raising the fucking bar. You know, if we're performing above our expectation, enjoy it. Don't raise the expectation and think, oh, right, we can look at promotion now, and if we don't get promoted, there's something wrong. No, you predicted beforehand that we were going to get relegated or be in a relegation scrap. So don't move the goalposts for the fucking team. Get some perspective, please. Let's get behind this team because we've got some good players. We really, really could go on to something good for the rest of this season. I mean, we got a favourable cup draw. Who knows, we could go on a cup run, you know? It could be a nice distraction from some poor league form. It was when Flinney managed to get us in 2 good cup runs in a matter of a couple of years. You know, and we enjoyed them. I know we ended up in a playoff final, but we rode on the back of the high that came from that cup run and got ourselves into that playoff fight in the end. You know, who's to say that, you know, January comes and, you know, we'll bring in a couple of new recruits and we push on and end up making a good season out of it. By no stretch of the imagination am I saying that we can get a playoff place or get promoted or anything like that. But, you know, we're turning out performances. I mean, you've got fans out there that'll moan if we win 1-0, you know, in a shit game. Oh, but it's not very entertaining football. It's drab. I don't like going over watching that dross. Okay, we're actually playing some good football, but we're not winning every game, and it's the same. It's just whinge. I was watching the game on Friday night, and there was people around me. And it was like every single time we did something wrong, what's that? Oh, why didn't you run? Why didn't you do this? Oh, why have you done that? I was like, oh, come on, these people are human beings. They're not machines. They're not programmed to do what you want them to do. They're human beings playing a game of football. Sit back, enjoy it, and let them play. Give them some encouragement. You know, it's like the ball was going through, oh no, because the ball was going through to Maxted for a kick. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, he's kicking the ball out. He's a professional football player, but they're human beings. They're prone to mistakes. You know, these people deserve to be cut a bit more slack, and we should be supporting them. Stop naming individuals over stupid message boards because you're fishing for fucking likes on Facebook. It's pathetic. Now, there's people who will give a good overview of the game. I know he's not everybody's favourite, but poor Abba, at least when we play well, he'll give them some praise. Yeah, okay, he may go over the mark when we haven't played so well and mark it off as something bad. I mean, my mate Sando puts on there, but he speaks his mind. He just says it how it is. When we're good, we're good. When we're bad, we're bad. But we're not picking on individual players. No one should be picking on the individuals. Let's try and support them. Say, right, okay, Max Des come in for Townsend. He's had a couple of bad games. If he gets picked again tonight, say, come on in, Johnny. You can do it this game. It's not, oh, fuck off, Max said, Townsend should be in instead of you. No, it's bollocks. You know, that is just absolutely, you gain absolutely nothing from it. Nothing. So, an arm around the shoulder rather than a fucking finger wag in their face. And that is what they need right now. That could tip the confidence scale to the point that they get a win over the line rather than losing a game. Anyway, I've had my rant. I've had my say. Perspective. Like, come on, get some and actually support these boys. Yeah. Anyway, tonight we go on. I was speaking to somebody about this earlier. I got a funny feeling about tonight. I got a funny feeling like the Fleetwood 4-1 during our near relegation, but ended up going to Wembley season when Fleetwood run away with the league with Jamie Vardy and their team, and we went to them expecting to lose comfortably, but we won 4-1. I got a funny feeling, but hopefully I haven't jinxed it. But, you know, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I am going to, and I mean it this time, I am trying to make the time to make more of these videos. I know there's a call for me to do more stuff. I want to do more stuff, trust me. You know, you can tell by the way I talk when I'm doing these, so I enjoy, you know, venting my passion about Newport County 8 to you guys. So I will try and get more of these done. But thanks for bearing with me, everybody. Anyway, hope you've liked, hope you've subscribed. Please leave a comment if there's any particular... That's the thing, if someone leaves a comment and basically says, I'd like to hear you discuss this topic, I'll discuss the topic. It'll give me a reason to make the time to discuss a topic that somebody has brought up. So feel free, make a suggestion. I'm open to anything. All right? Thanks for watching, guys. Cheerio for now, and as always, up the county.